Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jordan C.M. Davis. Thank you for tuning in. Here we are. First official episode, you know what I mean? Like, we're here, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, it feels good to be here, you know? It didn't feel good getting here, I'll tell you that. It was a long road, it was a long week. A lot of things happened, you know? Like, I tell you. But, that's life, right? When you're doing great things in life, I tell you what, when you're doing great things in life, buddy, everything around you just seems to fall apart. I don't know what it is. Call it demons, call it the devil, call it just test of times, you know. I don't know. When it rains, it pours. The rain comes before the rainbow. I don't know. Hey, but I'm here. I made it. Second week in a row, you know, like, damn, maybe, should I pat myself on the back? Should I pat myself on the back? Second week in a row, you know, I don't think we appreciate the little things in life, you know what I mean? This is a big victory for me. Like, I could be asleep right now, you know, I could be watching something on TV, I could be doing anything in the world, but you know what? I'm not. I'm here in front of this camera, doing my thing for the second week in a row. So yeah, so today the plan is pretty much, I want to wrap up this whole homeless thing. You know, I gotta be honest with you guys, I held back a lot of information. I wasn't exactly like an open book the last time I talked about being homeless and things like that. I didn't exactly like have a platform set up. I didn't know where I wanted to go with it. I just like threw some bait out there just to see how like people will react to my content, just to see if people were even interested in me. And so I would like to wrap that up in a great creative way, along with answering some questions that people have asked me along the way, you know, in my comments, in my DMs. Just try to address everything that people want to know about me. Okay, that's the goal for this episode. Let's jump right into it. It's an honor to be able to start your vlog off, to have your very first vlog be a Q&A vlog. I tell you, I mean, you gotta be somebody to be somebody, you know? You just, what can I say? It's an honor. It's an honor to be that somebody. It's an honor, I'll tell you. Thank you guys. You guys make me feel amazing. And just, you know, if it wasn't for the little people, where would I be? Yeah, I tell you. So, first question comes from Pamel Guru 325, okay? And they asked, did you ever deal with addiction while you were homeless? Well, I'll tell you, Guru 325. Hell yeah, I dealt with addiction, bro. Like, addiction, like needing to have drugs, like gotta have the drugs. Like, if I don't have the drugs, I'm gonna kill somebody or hurt somebody for the drugs. Like, I'll sell my mama's TV for the drugs. Like, addiction. I don't know. I wouldn't say I was addicted, right? Because when I wanted to stop doing drugs, I just stopped doing drugs. Now, was I on drugs? Did I do a lot of hard drugs? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I did a lot of hard drugs, you know? I did a lot of hard drugs. I did pills. I did cocaine. I did crystal meth. And honestly, homelessness and crystal meth and crack kind of like they have this weird relationship with each other. For me at least, like living on the streets, crack and meth was every fucking where. So yeah. And funny story is I actually dated a girl who was on crack and was a prostitute. And I'll tell you, buddies, listen, I don't advise anybody being in a relationship when they're homeless. It's just not the smartest thing to do. It was horrible for me. Just especially when both of you guys are in like bad mental, spiritual situations. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of you guys have to be the designated driver here. You know, like, fuck. Like, both of you guys can't be head over heels fucked up. But, so to answer the question, man, I wouldn't say I was addicted. I didn't have to go to rehab to stop. I'll tell you what. When I was smoking crystal meth, right? Because I've only smoked it out of the little glass pipe. I've never used needles. I remember the day I stopped. I was getting on the train, and my mouth was just like dry. It just felt nasty. It felt really just, you know, all those chemicals, right? I took the drugs out of my pocket, and I put it in the trash can, and I just walked away from it. And like, there was times where I relapsed, and you know, I did the drug for small periods of time, you know. But I haven't done the drug now in about 4 years at least. I haven't touched crystal meth, at least, probably more. So, like, is that addiction? I don't know. But, yep. I've done, in my lifetime, not just when I was homeless, but in my lifetime period, I've done every drug except, like, crack and angel dust, like PCP, you know, and I don't use needles at all. There's probably some other drugs that I haven't used, like I haven't done, like, I don't know, some new shit, like Sharpie or bath salts. Like, there's some weird shit that I haven't done, but for the most part, bro, I've experienced drugs very thoroughly, and I was just able to be, I was able to get off when I was ready to get off. I'm one of the lucky ones. Now, on the flip side, I have a brother, like, not like a blood brother, but a guy that I grew up with, I hung out with every day, and he got laced smoking some weed with some strangers that he didn't know. And it wasn't just weed in the blunt. And the boy hasn't been the same mentally since he smoked that blunt. You know what I mean? Some people, one time, hitting some shit and it fucks them up for life. And then you got people like me who's done everything that you can name, and yeah, I'm still competent. Guru 325, he also asked me, are your friends Jeremiah and Isaiah okay? So Jeremiah, while I was still out there, I remember him just like disappearing. Like, I don't really know what happened to him. He was kind of like the middle child, you know? He had like the middle child syndrome. I was the youngest. Isaiah was the oldest. And nobody really paid attention to Jeremiah. That's how he felt. And I remember him like doing things to like try to get attention from people. And one day he just fucking disappeared. Nobody saw anything from him. So Isaiah, I ended up seeing him again later. I don't know. I think Isaiah is probably still in Sacramento or close nearby, you know. I don't know. I haven't kept in contact with those guys, long story short. I don't know. I hope they're doing good. I hope Isaiah is doing real good, and I hope he fucking reaches out to me. That was my boy. Isaiah is the reason why I went to college in Sacramento. You know what I mean? Like, me and Isaiah were the ones that were selling drugs together. And, like, he was telling me, like, hey, bro, this ain't for you. Because there would be times where Like anybody who's ever been in the streets, never done some shit, knows that there's times when shit gets escalated. There's times when, like, somebody gonna have to get hurt in order for me to keep making the money that I'm making. Okay? When that time came, your boy was kind of like, I'm a peacemaker, bro. I'm trying to keep the peace. How can we make money and still be peaceful? You know, that's what I'm all about. Isaiah was like, bruh, this might not be for you, homie. You feel me? Because this ain't what this game about, right? This ain't what this game about. So he was the one that said, hey, Jordan, go to college. You smart. You got a head on your shoulders. Do something else. Stop trying to do this because this ain't for you. Shout out Isaiah. Next question. Andy Otam. Andy Otam asked me, how did school pan out? I'll tell you what, Andy. School was crazy, bro. I remember going to piano class with a full suitcase. I remember hiding my tent behind the bush and taking my clothes with me to class every day. It was pretty stressful in that sense. I met a lot of good people though. I met a manager because I joined this fucking like performing arts club, and there was this guy who was going to school to be a manager, and then of course I was going to school for music and I could rap, and we clicked up, but I ran from that opportunity. And then there was this girl there who was really cool, and she looked out for me. She brought me a whole bunch of shoes, and you know, she got me into the church, and you know, she was really good. But I ran away from that opportunity too. I tell you what, like, school and everything good that came my way during those times of my life, I ran from. I did something to fuck it up. I just wasn't ready to be successful. You know what I mean? Next question. So this question is hilarious, right? Because it's just fucking funny. I'm Worthy asks, is he gay? I'll tell you what, buddy. I'm not gay. But if I was gay, would you like me more? That's the question. Would you? If I was gay, how much would you pay? That's the real question. That's what I want to know. I mean, if you're interested, let's talk about it. You know, I mean, anything's on the table. Yeah. Now I'm just playing. Nah, I'm not gay. No, buddy. Actually, counter to that, coochie is the root of all my problems. Like, if I didn't love coochie so much, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So, yeah. Like, nah, I'm like the total opposite of gay, bro. You know, I know I have this demeanor that's like not super masculine, but I don't feel a need to be. Like, there's a lot of super masculine people out there. What the fuck do I need to be another super masculine person for? And this question is kind of like to everybody, because everybody wants to know this, right? Everybody wants to know, how are you doing now? I'm doing good now, right? I'm not homeless anymore, that's for sure. I have my own place. I own my own truck, right? I'm working 2 jobs. I'm going to school. I'm YouTubing. I'm starting my own company. God damn it, I'll tell you, life is fucking great, okay? It doesn't fucking get better. I'm fucking black. I'm fucking sexy. I'm fucking handsome. I'm intelligent. Listen, I got fucking like 100 subscribers on you. 800. I have 800 subscribers on YouTube. And this is my first vlog. Like, my first vlog ever. Life is good, buddy. Okay? It's amazing. X Purified, he says, when are you gonna start your podcast? I don't know, X Purified. I'm scared, X Purified. I'm a perfectionist, okay? I don't own a microphone, okay? Right now, I'm recording my vlogs on my iPhone, which means I can't record my vlogs and record my podcast at the same time using the same device. So I would have to buy another device to do my recording on, Purified, and I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily in the budget right now. I gotta work it out, but I do want it to come soon, like January, tax time, stimulus check. It's in the works. It's in the works, okay? It's coming. I promise. Let's rewind the track. Let's rewind. So this is how it all started, okay? I'm sorry for not telling you guys the truth before, but this is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I'm 18 years old. I'm staying with my stepdad. I currently have 2 kids. And I get my birth certificate for the first time, and I realize that the name of my birth certificate under father is not the man that I'm living with. It's not my stepdad. It's some guy I never heard of before. I turn into a teenager, I get emotional, and I leave the house. I leave Oakland, I go to Sacramento. Now, you guys know how I get there. In Sacramento, when everything goes haywire, I'm homeless, I start seeking out resources. There's a place called Loaves and Fishes, there's a VOA, there's all these resources. Okay, fun part of the story is I also stayed in a lot of abandoned houses in Del Paso Heights. I have a scar on my arm because I broke into a window of this abandoned house, and the window like cut me, homie, like real bad, to the point where my arm was gushing out. Like I had to get stitches in my arm. Like I got nerve damage in my arm sometimes. Like I'll show y'all one day. You know what I'm saying? Funny story. I actually stayed in a bus. I don't know if I said that already. I stayed in this bus that belongs to this church that they use for like touring and shit like that. And that was pretty cool. Let me see. When I went to school, the financial aid came in handy. Like I used the financial aid to live. I used the financial aid to get a computer and to record music until somebody stole my computer from me. So that was really cool. Yeah, I did everything as being homeless. Like I slept on the concrete, like on the sidewalk. I fucking sold drugs on the sidewalk. I fucking lived in a tent. I fucking stayed in hotels. I fucking stayed in like sober livings. I stayed in homeless shelters. Like I did it all, you know? I've lived in my car. Like, you know, but the thing about it is, it all stems from freedom, you know? Seeking out freedom, seeking out a world without rules, or a world where you can create your own rules. And for me, I realized that being homeless wasn't enough. Like being homeless wasn't the freedom that I was looking for. Like it was fun at first, but you know, like I said, I had kids, so not being able to financially provide for my kids at that time because I was trying to be free didn't feel good. I only remained homeless for a year, right? After that year, I was like, I'm done, you know? And there were some other things going on in other parts of my life that I just couldn't ignore anymore. You know what I mean? So I had to go back to reality. Like, as people, or as, okay, me, I have a tendency to want to escape reality. And what I'm trying to do now as I get older is, instead of escaping reality, I need to start reshaping my reality. Um, because if I don't like it, my kids probably don't like it either. And how much of a coward can I be, to leave my family when things get rough? To just disappear on my family when things get rough. That's why that's why I gotta fucking make it. That's why I force myself to go to work every day. I force myself to smile, to be positive. Like, in reality, I'm not happy all the time. You know, I hate to say it, guys. I really do hate to say it, but I'm depressed. I'm sad most of the time. But I choose to smile and I choose to be happy and be positive because I know what soaking in that depression leads me. It leads me to trying to escape, trying to run, to giving up. Me being homeless, for me, not for anybody else, because everybody has their own reasons for being homeless. But for me, being homeless was giving up. That was the easy route for me. Like, it looks hard to other people, but that was easy for me to just say, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna, because I don't give a fuck about my life. Like, that's the thing too. Like, I come from a place that I didn't care about my life. Like, I was ready to die a long time ago. Like, so dying is easy for somebody who doesn't value their life. I feel like I gotta put some more energy into this whole vlog thing. I'll tell you that. I'm not too proud of, like, my setup. It's all blank, And I didn't shoot that much footage this weekend. I allowed myself to be busy. But it's the first episode, y'all. Bear with me. I hope it was good. I hope y'all was entertained. I hope to see y'all next week. I love y'all.